socio-economic structure of an economy. So progressive changes in the socio-economic structure of an economy. So can you tell me what is progressive changes in economic structure of economy? Progressive economic changes. Economic changes like in economic structure like increase in production, increase in productivity, okay, shifting of labor from agriculture to industry and services, that is progressive economic changes. And progressive social changes here, health, education, etc. should improve. So health, education, etc. should improve. So that is actually progressive social changes. Okay, so progressive socio-economic changes. So can we say both definitions are similar or different? In first definition, I have mentioned that process of economic growth which is accompanied by improvement in well-being of people. And second, progressive change in socio-economic structure. The economic structure like increase in productivity, production, shifting of labor from agriculture to other sectors. And social like poverty should reduce, unemployment should reduce, literacy should improve. That is social structure and progressive change social structure. Both are same or different? Same. Words are different, but definition meaning is same. So I think it is clear. So basic difference in economic growth means increase in production only. Here production and welfare. Now we'll see more points of distinction between economic growth and economic development. Now make a table. Few more points of distinction. Now economic growth. So economic growth actually means what? Increase in production in simple words. This is the same which I have dictated in the definition. So economic growth means increase in production. And economic development means increase in production plus social welfare. Okay, so is it same as I have dictated in definition by and large? Yes, almost short of that which I have dictated in the definition, same. Okay, next is other difference is economic growth. How many dimensions are there in this? One, two, or many? One. What is dimension? Production of goods and services, so it is unidimensional. Unidimensional. So unidimensional concept. So it is a unidimensional concept. So unidimensional concept, and it is it has how many dimensions? One dimension, two dimension, many. Multi, because social welfare itself has a lot of dimensions. Can you give me example of dimensions of social welfare? Education, health, okay, even poverty reduction, even actually means other social aspects, okay, to provision of basic amenities. So it is multi-dimensional. Multi-dimensional concept. Okay, so multi-dimensional concept, various dimensions are there in this. Other is it is quantitative. Can we measure economic growth with perfection? Can we exactly measure this? Can we quantify this? Yes. So it could be estimated. For example, do you know what was growth of economy last year, Indian economy last year? Ajay, last year means which financial year? 2018-19. What is current financial year, you know? 1920. The current financial year started on 1st April 2019 and will end on 31st March 2020. Now 1920 is financial year. The previous year financial year was 18-19. Okay, from it started on 1st April 2018 ending on 31st March 2019. I think clear? Meaning, what was growth of our economy? Growth or GDP growth? GDP growth or economic growth, any idea? 6 point how much? 6.2? 6.8? No idea. Actually, why don't you remember? You don't remember because you have studied a lot of data. This is the problem. Actually, it is 6.8. Last year it was 6.8%. Why don't you remember? Because I think hardly anybody must not have read this number. But problem is that you must have read at least 20, 30 growth figures. Growth of this sector was this, of this month was this quarter this growth. This is the projection by this agency. So what happened when you remember a lot of data? So you forget what is important data. So should you focus on data much? No, never try to cram any data. Never try to cram. Always I will give you a lot of data here in class. So, but my objective will be analysis only. Why and how it is 6.8 is more or less, it is increasing or decreasing, why increasing or why decreasing. So overall actually focus will be on analysis only. Okay, and once you analyze important data, you will automatically remember. No need to put any effort to remember data. Okay, you should know meaning of GDP as such clarity. What is GDP growth? What has been trend? Why? How? Comparison with world? What are reasons for this increase or decrease? That is important. If you analyze this data, you will remember. I think it is clear. So it can be quantified or not? Yes. So it is a quantitative concept. It is a quantitative concept. Now, can we quantify economic growth also? Can we measure with perfection economic development? Economic development increased by 5.3%, 6.8%. Can we quantify this? Yes or no? So it is what? Quantitative or qualitative or both? Quantitative, qualitative, both. Both. How many concepts are there in this? Concept is one. So how it could be both? It will be either quantitative overall or qualitative. It is actually only qualitative, not both. Production is one dimension. One dimension is quantitative, but concept to ek hi hai na. Some of the dimensions may be quantitative, but not all dimensions are quantitative. The concept is one. Okay, so there is some mistake in this book. I think you might have read in some books. Okay, it is both qualitative and quantitative. So in one or two books, they have mentioned this thing also. Okay, it is quantitative as well as qualitative. There is no logic. Concept is one, so how it could be both? It has some dimensions are quantitative, that is okay. Okay, some aspects, some dimensions are quantitative, but overall concept is one. So overall we cannot express in terms of numbers this. So this is qualitative. Okay, so in Ramesh Singh, actually they have mentioned this. The most famous book is Ramesh Singh, and there is blunder. There are unlimited mistakes in that book. In every section, there is mistake. Lot of students have told me. So one mistake is this. So in every section almost there are mistakes. Wherever concept is explained, apart from cut paste, there are mistakes. So this is actually only qualitative because it has some dimensions which may be quantitative, but concept overall is one. No? So that is qualitative. We cannot quantify economic development as such. Yes. I'm coming to that, don't worry. That is quantitative, but HDI is perfect. Can you tell me? Human Development Index is a perfect measure. No. So that is just an effort to quantify. Because if we have to measure, we have to quantify. But that is just an approximation. That is not perfect. Perfection is possible. Can we construct any index to measure it with perfection? No. So HDI is not perfect index. HDI is quantitative. I will discuss, I will tell you this aspect, the meaning of this. With illustration, that will be clear. Okay, I think clear? So qualitative concept. Okay, other is, can we say economic growth can be an ultimate objective of an economy? No, it is what? It is just a means. To mention that it is just a means. Okay, just a means. We want to increase production not for the sake of producing goods, but for enhancing well-being of people. Clear? And can we say it may be an ultimate objective of an economy? Well-being may be ultimate objective? Yes, to mention that it is an end, it is an end in itself. End means objective. So it may be an ultimate objective of an economy, but this is only a means to achieve this objective. Clear? Okay, just a means, and here it may be objective to enhance well-being. Now, which is easy to achieve? Which is easier relatively? Growth, obviously. So can we achieve this without development? Yes. To mention this thing, it can be achieved without economic development. It can be achieved without economic development. But can we achieve this economic development without economic growth? No. To actually, it is not. We cannot rule out this, but we can say it is very unlikely that we may achieve this without economic growth. Okay. To mention that it is unlikely to be achieved. Economic development, it is unlikely to be achieved without economic growth. It is unlikely to be achieved without economic growth. Russia, you know why USSR disintegrated? Because of economic problems. What is the point? And Russia now is not a socialist economy. It has also liberalized. It has also effectively become China, Russia, they have become mixed economies now. Okay, earlier it was a socialist. And socialist economy led to problems. That is why it is disintegrated. And world became unipolar. Otherwise, USSR and America, they were the superpowers. And why Russia break down? Because of only economic problems. Okay, so this is, means it is relatively, means we can achieve, it is very unlikely. We cannot say rule out, okay, it is not possible to achieve this without this, but it is very unlikely. It is rare that we can achieve development without growth. Okay, and that is fact also, actual fact. So in further analysis that will be clear. Now how we measure economic growth? What are indicators? So can you tell me what are indicators of economic growth? GDP, like gross domestic product, but we don't say GDP, we always say real. When we talk about growth, we talk about real GDP. Acha, why we use the word real? Can you tell me logic? Because it should not be increased because by this. So it should increase, real GDP means should be actual production should increase. Okay, so real GDP, or can we use real per capita income? Real per capita income. So real GDP or real per capita income. Okay, average income means per capita income means actual average income, and the only real means that inflation is actually adjusted. Simple thing is that impact on inflation is adjusted. Inflation means price increase. Okay, so which is more commonly used, real GDP or real per capita income practically? Very simple logic. Last year our growth was how much? 6.8. So it was GDP or per capita? GDP. So normally we use GDP per capita. Like, okay, like when we say world economy grew by how much last year? 3.6%. So that was GDP growth, not per capita. And when we say 6.8, that is GDP growth. Normally this is used as a convention. Okay, it may be used, but practically when we show growth, we show in terms of real GDP. Okay. Other is, what are indicators of this? Any indicator of this? HDI, Human Development Index. So separately we will discuss in detail. Any other indicator? Multidimensional Poverty Index, MPI. Because if more poor, then level of development will be high or low, etc. Happiness indices are there, gender disparities indices are there, global gender gap index, and various other indices are there. We will discuss separately. Okay, so basic difference between economic growth and economic development is clear. So any doubt in this? So growth means increase in production only, and production plus welfare. So this is actually pure economic, this is socio-economic. Here it is unidimensional, multidimensional. Lot of dimensions are there in welfare. It can be quantified, we can measure like 6.8% growth, but we cannot quantify this. Okay, some dimensions may be quantified, but not all overall. The overall concept is qualitative. And it is just a means, not objective. It may be an ultimate objective. And here it is measured by mainly real GDP, but per capita income may also be used. Real per capita income may be used. And indicators are here like Human Development Index, Multidimensional Poverty Index, and gender disparities and other indices which measure happiness, etc. World Happiness Report, etc. We will discuss separately. Okay, so this is the basic difference in economic growth and economic development. And till 1950s, actually economists were not making distinction between the two. They were used interchangeably. But now they are not same, they are different. So since 1950s, distinction was created. So any doubt? Price index like WPI or CPI? No, price index is not an index for neither this or this. Price index measures inflation, increase in price, average increase in price. So like WPI, CPI measures inflation only. It is not the index of economic growth. But we may use actually to, when we talk about real GDP, so we have to eliminate impact of inflation. So we may use that WPI, CPI to eliminate the impact of inflation. Okay, but as such, WPI is not an indicator of neither this nor this. That measures inflation. Clear? WPI, CPI measures inflation. That is not an indicator of neither this nor this as such. Okay, so economic growth we have discussed, economic development we have discussed. Like one concept, economic growth, other concept we have discussed, economic development. Now another concept is inclusive growth.